Today we're talking to Martin Kreitmair, co-founder and CEO of Tangany. Martin, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you too for the invitation.
So tell us a bit more about Tangany and the work that you do in the blockchain ecosystem.
Yeah, sure. So we are a Munich-based provider for custody solution, which means we help businesses to integrate blockchain into their system. And by that, we provide the custody service, so the wallets and also the infrastructure to different blockchains like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And the full solution is also regulated in the European market, which allows our partners to offer their service to their customers without the need to develop anything or to apply for the license themselves.
Lovely, thank you. And what do you think are the biggest obstacles to widespread mainstream adoption of blockchain and DLT technologies across the world?
Yeah, I think there are two obstacles we have to address currently. The one is the complexity of blockchain, which is still very high. So if you want to work with blockchain or crypto assets, you have to know a lot of about blockchain, and that needs to change. I believe blockchain needs to be simplified to be as simple as this video call we have currently. We do not care about the technique and the background. It simply works, and that needs to be achieved with blockchain as well. And the second issue is the regulation. So for blockchain to be adopted in the economy and to be used by economical players, blockchain needs to be regulated fully. So the tech itself, but also the assets on blockchain, and it needs to be regulated across Europe. And I think there's still missing a lot of it, despite there is already a regulation in place. For example, in Germany, we have the custody license and assets regulation, but there's still a lot to do.
We touched upon this a little bit, but what specifically should the blockchain ecosystem do to help address and overcome these obstacles? And by the ecosystem, I'm talking about commercial entities like your company, governments, academics, and everybody else involved in the space.
Yeah, I believe there's only one thing to do, so we have to work together. Blockchain is still a very young and small market, and the players have to work together to achieve things like regulation or simplification of the tech. And for that, we need to stay open-minded. So there's not sure where blockchain will heading to and what's the how is blockchain will look like in 5 years from today. And with that kind of open-mindedness and ability to work together, I think we are already on the correct or right path, and we still need to work together to go that path to see blockchain adopted globally.
Well, it's funny you said it's crazy difficult to look at the industry 5 years from now because my next question is going to be where do you see the worldwide industry in 10 years from now?
Oh yeah, 10 years is a long time. I believe in 10 years, most of global assets and wealth will be based on blockchain. So it will be digitalized as tokens on blockchain. And another evolution we will see, and I'm quite convinced that will be reality sooner than 10 years, will be digital money or currencies issued by central banks like the European Central Bank, which has already issued a white paper, I think, about the digital euro. And I believe money or currencies will take the next step of evolution from paper money or digital money to real digital money. And that will be something we will see within the next couple of years.
Lovely. This touches right to my next question. Which use cases are you most excited about, which are coming online in the coming year or two?
Yeah, that are basically the two I just mentioned, because it's also the field where Tangany is active. So it's for one, the tokenization, to tokenize assets like real estate or debts or metals or resources on a digital asset on blockchain. And the second one is digital currency, which will allow us to use programmable money on blockchain, which will completely new as money will be part of the tech infrastructure, and that will change a lot of things, I believe.
Lovely. And second to last questions, what blockchain projects are you working on that you think will improve major systems or services? Of course, Tangany and outside of Tangany as well.
Okay, yeah, so we are working mostly on only one project. It's the Tangany Custody Suite, and that aims to allow our partners to use blockchain in a very easy and simple way to increase security of wallets and assets, to be a regulated infrastructure, and to work with blockchain without development. And that is basically what we do since 3 years now. And I believe that is a huge advantage by using our solution, because you do not have to care about regulation, well, for the custody regulation, and you do not have to care about tech, because both are already solved and ready to use, and that is what we do.
Lovely. And last question, what role do you think INATBA plays in the global blockchain ecosystem?
I think INATBA it's a great approach to establishing global player which represents the interest of the blockchain community and companies. And we have national associations like the Bundesblock in Germany, but there's no other global player except for INATBA. And I think it's well positioned to achieve global regulation. That would be the dream, at least, to have blockchain regulation globally done, not only European wide or even national wide, but globally. And INATBA could be the player who can achieve that kind of success.
Lovely. So that was pretty much it, Martin. Thank you again for the tremendous interview and for your insights and for participating in this initiative. This was Martin Kreitmair, CEO and co-founder of Tangany. Thank you again.
Thank you too.